Right now, using the Mission Ridge camera as we check the forecast, we have been getting rain and it is an unsettled weather pattern out there. Let's get the latest from meteorologist Cedric Haynes. Hi, Cedric.
Hi there, Latrice. I love that shot there because you can actually see the approaching downpour that's about to make its way into Chattanooga. I'll show you that in just a moment here on the radar, but kind of cool to see that there in the distance from the camera. But this is a photo that was sent in yesterday from Mark Wilson. He wanted to show off. We were talking about this a little bit last week here, and he was showing off some of his huge tomato plants there in Dayton. And of course, he's got some huge tomatoes as well showing up out there. So if you're a big fan of the Mater sandwiches, well, I'll tell you what, contact Mark because looks like he is in business right now. Looks like they are going to be enjoying some nice Mater sandwiches or maybe some BLTs or whatever you may like there. But pretty cool to see there. So we want to give a shout out to Mark for sending that in. Outside over downtown, we got the clouds. We need some water to help maybe go into the garden or maybe into some of those plants that you may have in your backyard. 81 degrees, the dew point is 71, so a very tropical feel to the air outside now, and we have that south wind. And remember, I was talking about that shower we could see on radar or on the sky camera there coming into Chattanooga, and you can see that here on radar now showing up here in the distance. And in fact, as we go in a little closer, there's your downpour. Again, moving in on 24 there, crossing into the city itself, so the heavy rainfall making its way in across the western half of Chattanooga now and about to make its way through the city and heading over towards the split as we go into the next 10 to 15 minutes. So be aware if you're about to hit the roadways, maybe heading out for lunch, thinking about jumping on the interstate, give it a little time if you're in the Chattanooga, East Ridge, Fort Oglethorpe corridor there until this little burst of rainfall makes its way on through. Other than that, we've got an unsettled weather pattern here. We've got a lot of moisture that's just kind of trapped here over the southeast, including the Tennessee Valley. We need something to kind of pick up that moisture and scour it out. Just don't have much happening. Of course, it's summertime, but there is a cold front that's way off here in the plain states that will eventually arrive and help to try to clear out some of this moisture. But it's going to take most of the week before that actually gets here. So between now and then, we will keep this unsettled weather pattern in the forecast here with that off and on chance of seeing some of these scattered showers and storms. So let's try to time it all out for you with Futurecast. Remember, Futurecast gives us an idea, paints a picture of what could happen with the atmosphere as we go throughout the day. So we've got a little moisture making its way through now. Notice it starts to fill in with a little more activity again as we get towards your 3-4 o'clock time frame. So very similar to what we saw yesterday, we may see this occur again as we go throughout your Tuesday afternoon. So just be aware, hit or miss downpours will be likely from time to time, and that trend will continue as we go into really not only this afternoon, it may wane a little bit this evening, but notice tonight we could have another burst of energy moving through. So we could have more downpours, a little pitter patter of rain on the roof or maybe the window as you go to sleep tonight as well. And then as you wake up tomorrow morning, yeah, we could have another little burst of moisture moving through. So more downpours will be possible. Again, this is not a washout, nothing that's going to rain all day and all night, but we'll have these off and on showers continuing even into your Wednesday afternoon. So notice the rain chances. I've got them at about 30% for the rest of today, also for your Wednesday, but we boost that up to about a 50% chance of that rainfall, so a little higher chance Thursday as that front moves in. Then notice it gets drier for the weekend. That will allow the big heat dome with all the excessive heat out to our west to begin to expand to the east. And that means we're going to be looking at some dangerous level of heat and humidity starting to build into the Tennessee Valley. So you can see that hot air, that big heat dome starting to shift to the east as we head towards the weekend, which will allow for our temperatures to warm up as well. So we'll go from the mid-90s for highs over the next couple of days to upper 90s by the time we get towards your weekend, close to 100 degrees. And with the very muggy conditions in place, yes, it's going to feel like it's in the triple digits here each and every afternoon over the next 5. So your Storm Alert 7-day forecast, there you see it, 90 today, mid-90s Wednesday, Thursday with the best chance of rain heading our way, and then it's hot and dry as we head into the weekend. Latrice, heat indices 105 to 110.
Okay, Cedric, we don't have sound television here, but that is not a pitter patter on the roof right now.
It's a little pitter patter, a little sprinkle out there. I bet if we showed the sky camera, that Missionary Ridge sky camera again, it'll just be a sprinkle on the window.
Just a sprinkle there.
Yeah, just a sprinkle.
Yeah,
see,
look at that out there.
You can kind of see a little bit. So
if you're inside right now, you are lucky because that rain is coming down, especially over here in this area. Okay.
It only lasts about 5 minutes, though. That's the good
Okay, and then it's gone.
And then it's gone.
All right. Thank you, Cedric.